This morning is a very remarkable day because we are celebrating 100th anniversary of a remarkable person, Koti Party Obul Reddy. Many of you know him. I knew him probably for about over 50 years. So, what I would call him is a person omnipotent. Today to start an industry, probably it's easy. Like a hospital, today if you want to start a hospital, you probably can do it in a week's time. But in the early 50s, when he started the industry, it was not easy. But he did it. He had that determination. But whatever that shows his characteristic, but whatever he entered into, he did it with great affection and the dynamism. This is where he showed not just in industry, he did in public service. He started schools, he started charitable hospitals, and most importantly, he is known all over Madras. I think when the month comes, the December month comes, where several people come from all over the world come here, and people in Chennai who are fond of music go there. Everywhere they remember Obul Reddy because he is the one who encouraged the music academy, who encouraged Tyagaraja. So all of this, he did it with his passion. It is not because he was asked to do it. He voluntarily did everything. This is where I think he was a remarkable person. But for us in the family, here are my sons-in-laws, Sridhar and Vijay and Dwarak, our Samadhis, Apparao and Mrs. Apparao, and his nieces. I remember just now she showed me a picture of one of our daughters had the first bone marrow transplant in Chennai. Obul asked me 2 weeks before that, is it safe to do this surgery? I said, I spoke to the doctor before you called me, but they say that it will go through very well. I am very happy. She just showed me the picture. She is now in the United States with two of her children. So this is where I had a greater association with him, not as only as a Samandhi, and with two of my daughters married to two sons, but in Apollo, he was one of founder director, but throughout, he gave me that first in the beginning. He said, "You are very good cardiologist, you're doing well. Where do you want to do a hospital?" Then I said, "I want to do this, and this is my purpose. That India should have good health care for people." And then when he's convinced, he gave me a full support. As the founder director, not in the board meeting, but I could call him any time. And this is what his great spirit is. He had that wisdom, he had that dynamism, and more importantly, he has the credibility to authenticate what is good, what's good, and the way of life. So I'm particularly, as I said, to describe him, as an industrialist, as a philanthropist, and a person who is devoted to music. Music academy, yesterday when we had the function, and then probably everyone recollected the many wonderful things that you have done. For Tyagaraja, this one, I still recollect. I am away for a few days busy. That means he goes to Tyagaraja, this one, and I'm happy the children are following it and putting up, encouraging the institution. This is where all of us will have something to remember, something we can walk in the path that he has shown us in a few ways at least. now coming to the most important thing, Major Major Manoj, you are very, very nice to say we are releasing a stamp on him. This is a great honor to for not just for him, for all the activities that he has done. As an industrialist, as a philanthropist, and as a person who loved music, and a person who started the many of the institutions for public good. They will remember forever. Thank you for releasing the stamp, and I am particularly thankful because it is a recognition of the various services that he has done in almost every, especially the four fields that he looked after. I'm particularly happy that today, yesterday, we had this function to celebrate the things. Today, it's a function to recognize the various activities in which he has made a significant impact for not just for him, but the nation and the people. I think this is where he is a very special person, and we all admire him. And for all the relatives that are here, I know it is an occasion to think back the various things that he has done to them and to their families, and the love that he has given to each and every one of them. But as I said, I knew him as a prominent citizen of India, but then I became a Samadhi when my daughter got married. So I have a peculiar affection, both as an admirer and second as a part of the family. God bless him. God will give him the peace in heaven. I am sure many people who remember him will follow the various phenomenal initiatives that he has started. God bless all of you. And for especially for the family and for the Apollo family who are here, I must say, we will remember him forever for the wonderful things and directions that he has given. And for the industry, the two sons-in-law who are continuing the industry and the grandchildren who are following it, for them I would say, please always recollect what your father or grandfather has done. That's the only way we can pay a tribute for a man who is an exception in everything that he did. God bless.
To say the right things to Sita at that time in Ashoka convinced her that she should not commit suicide, to convince her that he was an emissary of Rama. And I think that words have meaning, words have energy. So I hope that I've conveyed these two most important aspects. I want to leave you with the third aspect of it, which in my mind is really something that few men possess. I think of Leonardo da Vinci and his creation of the Vitruvian Man. And in that, he was the one who spoke about glory. The ability to mix art and culture is so important in today's world. If we are to be Dikshit Bharat, not only should we move forward in industry and manufacturing, but we must not lose that sense of creativity. The deep admiration for the work that India has made in the past and taking forward to forms of art and dance.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Vishwajit and I'm the great grandson of Baba. Uh, uh, wait, what? One second. Even though I never got to meet him, Baba, today, today feels very special to me. I have heard so many stories about him, and I I know and I now feel like I know him a little better. I learned that Baba was a very kind, strong, and wise person. He always he always helped people. He always put families first, and he made everyone feel loved. I also know he worked very hard and never gave up. I am proud to be a part of his family. I feel proud to carry his name forward. I hope that when I grow up, I can follow in his footsteps. Then, and with goodness, strength, and courage. Thank you.